morning, I'm Amit Pakuril and let's begin with the top stories of this hour. Government presents annual policies and programs, targets a double-digit economic growth within the next 5 years. Co-chairman of newly formed Nepal Communist Party, Pushpakamal Dahal claims directly elected executive head needed to ensure the country's overall development. Iran condemns the US for preparing to impose tough sanctions on the country. Foreign Minister Zarif alleges the US has prisoner of its own failed policies. And Argentina announces its squad for the Russia World Cup. Many senior players make it to the final team. Serie A and Inter Milan top scorer Icardi misses out. Let's begin with the national political updates. The government presented the annual policies and programs yesterday targeting a double-digit economic growth within the next 5 years. The government believes that the implementation of the policies and programs would lead the nation to the path of prosperity. Presenting the policies and programs on behalf of the government, President Vidya Devi Bhandari stated that the economic growth would reach near double-digit by next year. The President said that the next fiscal year would create history by forming the base for economic enhancement. The government has planned to double the per capita income within 5 years. To meet this target, the policies and programs states that the annual budget would be made result-oriented. The policies and programs unveiled yesterday also emphasized on the commercialization of agriculture, facilitating services and financial discipline. The policies and programs states that considering agriculture, energy, industries, transport and urbanization as the cornerstone of economic development, investment would be increased in these sectors. The government also plans to utilize frozen money of different funds and organizations for infrastructure development and investment. Plans also include a target of 5,000 megawatts of electricity within the next 5 years and 15,000 megawatts of electricity within the next 10 years through public-private partnership. The government has said that big projects including mid-hill and postal highways would be completed within 5 years. The government has also unveiled plans to operate sea transport on Kosi, Gandaki and Karnali rivers by formulating laws. By addressing the problems of land encroachment, policies will be made to make the farmers more self-reliant. The government has also stated that the Gautam Buddha International Airport would be completed within a year and the Pokhara International Airport within 3 years. Co-chairman of Nepal Communist Party, Pushpakamal Dahal has said that the nation should adopt the modality of directly elected chief executive for the overall development. Dahal made the remarks during an interview for Kantipur television's talk show Fireside. On the issue of rotational policy and party leadership, Dahal opined that the agenda would depend upon the need of time and circumstances.
मेरो अहिले पनि के छ भने प्रत्यक्ष निर्वाचित कार्यकारी प्रमुख हुनुपर्छ यो देशमा र मात्रै चाहिँ हामीले विकासलाई गति दिन सकिन्छ भन्ने सोचबाट म उत्प्रेरित छु अहिले पनि। जब म त्यो सोचबाट उत्प्रेरित छु भने मेरो चाहिँ लास्ट एम्बिसन के हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ वास्तवमा त्यस्तो होस् देशभित्र चाहिँ
सम्भव छ हैन,
असम्भव छैन। आलो पालो रोटेसनको प्रणालीबाट सरकार पनि रोटेसनको प्रणालीबाट भन्ने कुरा अब चाहिँ त्यो भन्नुहुन्छ भने हामी एकतामा आउनको लागि ती त भनिए गरिए तर हामी अब एकता भए एउटै पार्टी भइ नै सक्यो हामी। अब एउटै पार्टी भएको स्थितिमा चाहिँ हामी त्यो एउटै पार्टी चलाउने मान्यता अनुसार जरुरी पर्यो सरकार हेरफेर प्रधानमन्त्री गर्न पनि सकिन्छ, जरुरी पर्यो नगर्न पनि सकिन्छ।
Time now for a short break. For more news, do stay with us. Welcome back after the break. Yesterday, we had asked the residents of Tolaka, Hetora and Mahendranagar what's their take on the performance of government officials. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
मान्छे सन्तुष्ट छैनन्, काम गर्ने तौर तरिकासँग सन्तुष्ट कोही छैन।
कोही एक दुईवटा कर्मचारी त्यस्तै होला नभए चाहिँ सबैलाई चाहिँ भन्न चाहिँ मिल्दैन चाहिँ।
अफिसै छैन त कहिले कर्मचारी के जायदेखि आगे खेत खान आएको कर्मचारी के गरेर आएको अफिसमा कर्मचारी उनीको अफिस किन खोलेको यो
कर्मचारीलाई दोष दिइराखौँ भने पनि व्यवस्था त्यस्तै छ, स्थिति त्यस्तै छ। अब के गर्नु उनले पनि जसो होइन जस्तो चाहिँ ताल हो उसैमा नाच्नु पर्यो।
अलि आफूलाई माथि प्रतिष्ठित ठान्नेहरू धेरै देखेको छु मैले।
अलि अप्ठ्यारो छ, कोही मिल्दैन कर्मचारी, कोही अलि हेर्नुहोस् अलि 1 घन्टाको काम हेरेर दिनभर लाग्दैछ।
कर्मचारीहरू आफ्नो फाँट छोडेर त्यो यताउति चिया पान पसलहरूमा त्यस्ता ठाउँहरूमा बसेर चाहिँ टाइम पास गरिदिन्छन्।
And it's now time for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, how do you like the government's policies and programs? And options are A, as per people's expectation, B, continuity of tradition, and C, ambitious. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 8080 to share your opinion with us. Gorakhpur rubber industries, once one of the leading industries in the country, has remained shut for the past 3 years. The industry has been providing salaries to its staff by taking loans since 2015, as the debate continues whether to shut the industry once and for all or to revive it. The Gorakhpur rubber industries was established in Gorkha's Majua Deurali in 1992. The industry was making profit as its tires were gaining popularity as being durable. However, due to politicization, lack of raw materials and additional investment, the industry started facing losses since 2008. The industry has been non-operational since the April 2015 earthquake. The industry still has 238 workers who have not received salaries for the past 30 months. The loan amount has crossed 1 billion rupees, while the unpaid salaries has amounted to 200 million rupees. The industry also needs to pay 100 million rupees to the retired workers. The government has now formed a committee to probe into the case of the Gorakhpur rubber industries, which has 38% government share, along with 15% public share. The Tribhuvan International Airport has begun 21-hour service starting yesterday. Prior to this, the country's only international airport, TIA, was open for 18.5 hours. With increasing traffic constraint, the airport authority has been compelled to increase the flight hours. The airport will operate from 6 in the morning till 3 a.m. International flights in recent time have to wait for considerable long time in air before they could land at the only runway at the airport. Minister for Tourism Rabindra Adhikari said that increasing flight hours at TIA was the best solution at the moment to deal with increasing air traffic congestion. Secretary at the Civil Aviation Ministry Krishna Prasad Devkota has appealed to the airport office bearers to cooperate with the government decision. Prior to this, some officials have been threatened to stage a protest if the government implemented the decision of increasing flight hours. Minister Adhikari said that actions should be initiated against non-cooperating officials. Some 20,000 passengers travel via 450 flights on a daily basis at the country's only international airport. And that's all for this hour. Keep watching Kantipur TV SD for more news and entertainment. Goodbye for now.